Miss Camille, I need a contempt order, 20 days.
20
Oh my
days
God.
for what?
Charmaine, just be quiet. This is what
I'm
everybody be
trying
talking to
to,
you
like, I'm
about.
telling.
Just be
Okay.
quiet. Just listen to her and be quiet. Just be quiet. You're never going to like anything that everybody says to you. It doesn't matter.
No,
Just
she
be
grown,
quiet
Miss
and
Trouble.
listen.
See, she grown. No, see, she gonna learn because she
I
out here
did
a single
learn. I'm
mom.
not. I'm trying to tell you my
Miss
side of the
Walker, you got
story.
your 20
She's
days, so
not
you just be
asking you.
quiet
She's
for a
not
minute.
asking you for your side of the story. She's just asking for you to listen. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back
But
on
I
I
mute.
will
did say I
tell
had to be
you
responsible.
that
I took the.
anybody who asks their mother takes their car and then thinks that they don't have to listen to a judge who's trying to put them on the right path, that's a problem. She ain't
I
even
did.
Alright, what's up with the YouTube fam? I'm back again with another video. So look, man, before I jump into this video, right, I want to start it out by telling all my supporters out there that's rocking with me and support me. I just want to tell y'all thank y'all, and I hope that everything did go good today during y'all day, or it will go good today during y'all day, just depending on when I post this video or when y'all see this video. But anywhere it go, I'm just simply wishing y'all nothing but the best in every aspect of your life, and I wish you nothing but the best during your life journey also. And if you just became a supporter right now in this very video, this is for you as well. I wish you nothing but the best also. But let's get straight into this situation at hand. And there was something else I wanted to say. Oh yeah, I do got the raffle started. I told y'all I was possibly going to give away one of my cars. I got a 2024 Chevy Trax that I really wasn't driving, and I decided to go ahead and do this raffle, try it out just to see how it go. And yeah, give it to one of my supporters out there. So if you want to buy your tickets, a lot of y'all been messaging me every day asking me when I was gonna do it, and it's right now. You can go buy your tickets. The link will be in the comment section. I got a nice sale going on right now if you want to buy you some tickets. And if you feel like it's a scam or something like that, you know, because a lot of people be weird and don't know what the hell really going on, and they think it's a scam. If you think it's something like that, please don't enter the raffle. This is not for you. But if you are wanting to take a chance at winning this 2024 Chevy Trax, all you got to do is go down there and buy your tickets. I got the title in hand, ready to go. So if you win, you can come out here to where I'm at, get the car, take it to a dealership. You can sell it, get you a nice check, or you can go ahead and just keep the car. Or if you sell it, you can put the money in the bank. All type of different things. Hell, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. It's your car after you leave me. But yeah, the raffle ends June 3rd. So all you got to do is go down there, buy your tickets, and I will probably be giving y'all a little bit more details here and there about the whole situation. That way, everybody can be caught up to speed, and there won't be no gray areas. But it's really cut and dry. Hit the link down there, go to the description box or something like that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and buy your tickets. You'll be emailed a receipt showing you a proof of purchase. And yeah, man, if you know me, you know it's legitimate. I have no reason to play with nobody about no money. This is just simply something that I thought I can possibly benefit from, and my supporters can too as well. So anyway, let's get straight into this situation at hand. It's a situation that I came across. One of my supporters was telling me that it was a young lady who actually attacked her mom, and after she attacked her mom, she got on a Zoom call, and a judge and her got into it. Now I don't know exactly what's going on because she didn't give me all of the details, but y'all already know this is a reaction channel, so I don't want all of the details. No way, I want to see for myself. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna tell you what I feel about it during the video and after the video. If you don't want to hear me talking at any point in time during this video that's on my channel, just get up off of here, go find it somewhere else if you can. If you can't, that's on you. I really don't give a damn about you no way, so it is what it is. But when I say that, I'm not talking to my supporters, and y'all already know that. It's only to those who don't want to hear me talking. To my supporters, all I want y'all to do is hit the like button for me. Tell me what y'all feel about everything in the comment section, and we're gonna talk about everything in the comment section. Let's go ahead and get into it though.
All right, so we have a plea ready for Walker. We have a plea ready for Arnando. Ms. Walker, I need to see you. Raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true?
Yeah.
All right. You're represented by Mr. Justin White of the law firm Lister, Holt and Dennis. Mr. White is with you here, and you are entering a plea to case 2023 CR 02956, Charmaine White Walker, for count 1, battery, family violence, count 2, battery, count 3, simple battery, family violence, count 4, simple battery, and count 5, trespass with damage. What does your client plead to the offenses before the court, Mr. White?
Count 1 and 5, she's pleading guilty, Your Honor. Other counts to be merged.
By entering a plea of guilty to count 1 and 5, Counts 2, 3, and 4 will merge with count 1. You give up the right to have a trial by jury or
I don't
judge.
want a trial.
I'm sorry?
I don't want a trial.
No, ma'am. You're giving up the right to have a trial in order to enter the plea.
Yeah.
All right, just listen. So by entering the plea, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to present evidence and testimony, to not incriminate yourself. And ma'am, if you're not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure, immigration
Factual
status.
basis recommendation, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Also, it's my understanding that the victim, Miss Dominique Trimble, is on the line and wishes to be heard as well. On the 10th of 2022, an officer was dispatched to 2404 Summer Court Drive, Jonesboro, Georgia, where the incident did occur in Clayton County. At that time, the officer was responding to a domestic disturbance call. He met with the victim, Miss Trimble, who advised, the officer initially observed that the apartment window was broken and shattered, and that he observed droplets leading to the front door. That time, the officer met with the victim, Miss Trimble, who advised that her daughter, the defendant, Miss Walker, had caused the damage. The victim explained that there had been a verbal altercation initially because her daughter had taken her car and had kept the vehicle until 4 o'clock in the morning. And then when she asked to use it again, she refused to allow her because she had kept the vehicle all night. The verbal altercation turned into a physical altercation as the defendant attempted to close the door on the victim, her mother, and then punched her mother with her right fist.
Damn.
Ms. Walker, I need to see you. You stay on. This your hearing. I need to see you the whole time. In fact, lower the camera so I can see your whole face. Thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Janvier.
Okay. The
Are
defendant.
you laying down in the bed? If you don't get yourself up, I will issue a bench warrant right now.
I'm laying down, I'm standing up. I'm laying
Okay.
down.
She about to start
If I was
laughing.
laying down, I would have been way more comfortable. But
Well, sit down somewhere, Ms. Walker.
okay.
The defendant was attempting or continuing to swing punches in her mother's direction. At that point, her mother was able to restrain her to stop her from swinging, and then she called the police for assistance. The officer did observe the damage to the window and dents to the front door. Additionally, there was some damage to the victim's vehicle as well, and the officer observed, like I said, the damage to the window, the dents to the front door. Also observed a large knot and small scratches on the victim's forehead, and observed the damage to the vehicle that was caused by a green broomstick. And the officer was able to observe paint scratches, dents, and scuffs that matched the green broomstick, and the victim advised that the damage was done by the defendant, Miss Walker.
Ms. Trimble, before I speak and before they give me the recommendation, does your daughter have any documented mental health issues or behavioral health issues? You have to unmute.
I'm sorry. No, when she was in school, when she was placed on IEP in school, they had her on a behavioral plan as well, but outside of that, no.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Janvier, recommendation.
Yes, Your Honor, the state was recommending 12 months to serve 2 days, credit for the time that she's already served, the balance to be probated with a fine of $300, family violence intervention program, 40 hours of community service, and no contact with the victim, Ms. Trimble. Counts 2, 3, and 4 would merge. Count 5 would be 12 months probation to run concurrent with count 1, plus any restitution that the victim was requesting. But I believe I understand that she's not requesting any restitution.
Okay. How old is, Ms. Walker, how old are you?
21.
All right, Ms. Trimble, where's Ms. Walker living now?
She lives 3 hours away from me.
Okay,
in
good.
Atlanta. I live in Cooler.
Okay.
However, yesterday when I had spoke with the victim advocate, because she had asked me if I had wanted no contact, and I told her that's not what I wanted. I wanted to have contact because she has a son that I do have a relationship with that I would like to remain in contact with. So the no contact part, if my opinion matters in that part, the no contact part, I didn't want. I wanted to have contact because we haven't had an incident with each other since that day.
All right, Ms. Walker, I'm gonna hear from your attorney and then we're gonna have a conversation. Mr. White?
Your Honor, I just ask you accept the plea, Your Honor.
Ms. Walker, you're a mom, so you're gonna experience a lot of what your mama has experienced. And if you're, listen to me. If you allow your child to treat you,
It's not, that's not even,
ma'am,
it's not happen with parents.
you're here for whatever I say you're here for.
Yeah, I'm trying to hear.
All right, I'm not accepting the
Walker.
plea. I'm not accepting the plea. She's gonna do jail time. If she takes a plea before me, she's gonna do jail time.
Ooh-wee.
What do you mean? Cause it's like you telling me
If
I'm a mom and
you keep talking,
Ms. Walker. Ms.
Val, Ms. Camille, I need a contempt order, 20 days.
Charmaine, just be quiet. This is what everybody be talking about. Just be quiet. Just listen to her and be quiet. Just be quiet.
Please.
You're never gonna like anything that everybody says to you. It doesn't matter.
No,
Just
she
be
grown,
quiet
Miss
and
Trouble.
listen.
See, she grown. No, see, she gonna learn. Because she out here single mama. Ms. Walker, you got your 20 days.
She's not asking you. She's not asking you for your side of the story. She's just asking for you to listen. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back on mute.
She hard-headed. She don't want to listen.
I can't hear.
She about to get 20 days for direct contempt before the court. And this is why you're having the problems that you're having. Because she thinks she grown and that she doesn't have to be responsible to anybody. But I will tell you that anybody who attacks their mother, takes their car, and then thinks that they don't have to listen to a judge who's trying to put them on the right path, that's a problem. She ain't even good. She ain't even fit to be out here in polite society. I don't want her walking around because she's a danger to others. I don't even think she should have her child.
Ooh, shit, cuz.
Because if she doesn't know how to act for somebody to benefit her, she can't be a good mom. And I'm just going to say it. I don't care what.
She done hung up.
Oh, so she signed off, bench warrant.
Ooh, and she got a. Ooh, hey, look, man. Hey, I'm saying, ooh, boy, hey, listen. She done messed with the wrong auntie today. And I don't understand why sometimes people can't just sit back and just chill. Sometimes you got to bite your tongue. Now, we all have felt victim of certain things when it comes to holding our emotions back and stuff like that. But it's like when you got a child and stuff like that, you're supposed to have a little bit more, you know, I guess, acknowledgement to certain things. You can't be acting oblivious or acting the same ways and things like that because you got a child that you got to be here for, and you never know what can happen to you. Just like now, this shit came out of nowhere. Like, you feel me? You finna go to jail now, and you got a bitch warrant and everything. You know, I just feel like a little bit of respect goes a long way. And you know, when you got somebody that's, you know, black, I'm gonna say it. If you black and you got a black judge and things like that, they're gonna try to school you on certain things. They're gonna tell you certain things. I done watched all these judges on the internet, and y'all have too, on TV, on YouTube, and all that other type of stuff. They always giving lectures and things like that. Some motivational speeches. You know, just basically chastise you a little bit, and you gotta go ahead and eat that up. You gotta hold some accountability when you do mess up, and that's what come with it sometimes. Now you done got way more than you probably was gonna ever get. You feel me? And the mother actually trying to help you. And you done jumped on the damn mama, boy. Let's get back into it. It's crazy. And
I'm
you
not playing today.
And you're an immigrant.
She gonna learn today. If she can't control herself enough to listen while somebody is trying to talk about the behavior that got her before a judge and 2 days in jail, that's a problem for me. Because what I believe is this little sentence here, she's going to be a problem for probation. I'm not trying to give probation officers a problem. They got enough. So she's not probation eligible. Whatever sentence y'all come up with when she comes back the next time after this bench warrant, it's not going to be probation.
I'm sorry, Judge, because I wasn't trying to get in the way of
it's not
what you were saying. I was just telling her to be. I was just trying to tell her to be quiet. I get it. I was just trying to tell her to be quiet.
As a mother, you're trying to save her from herself, but obviously that's not possible. But what she's not going to do is disrespect me or the process. It's not even about me, but it's about the fact that I sit in this role and I have a job to do, and she's not going to have a tantrum on this. She's not. No, ma'am. So there's going to be a bench warrant issued for her. She'll be picked up. You might want to put your name out there to take her child.
Dang.
And the next recommendation is either going to be a trial or she's going to take a plea with jail time, because I'm not satisfied with her being on probation. I don't believe she's probation eligible. I'm not going to put that on a probation officer. Because that kind of attitude, I get paid enough to deal with it. They do not. And if I'm not going to deal with it, I'm surely not going to put it on them. No, ma'am. So after she finished having her little tantrum, then she can figure out that I'm not playing.
Your Honor, she is back on.
My phone died.
I don't believe you.
Mr. White, you may need to step into a breakout room and explain to her what she needs to do in order for me to undo what I'm about to do.
Yes, Your Honor.
Because she's been held in direct contempt of the court.
If she can, because like I said, I'm not trying to step in the way of.
Mr. White, can I go into a breakout room with you?
Yes.
She's gonna put you in a breakout room. I'm not trying to step in the way of.
I get it, Ms. Walker, and I get what you're doing. Please don't misunderstand. I'm a mom.
I'm not trying to step. I'm not trying to step in that. You're right, and I'm not trying to step in the way of that. I'm not trying to step in the way of that. But it's like, you know, when it comes down to her child, like I try to be supportive, and I try to. And sometimes
the problem is, Miss Trimble, is she's raising.
Sometimes she can't get it right. And sometimes she can't get it right, and sometimes this happens, and she has the potential. She has the potential to get it right, and like I said, that's why I moved. That's why I had moved. You know what I'm saying? 3 hours away, just so I wouldn't be the support system or the go-to support system. Because even when I do have him, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, like I can tell when he misses his mom. I don't know. I've tried. You know what I'm saying? Like I've tried. And I don't want to see her. I don't want to see her
now, though. She's an adult, and I get everything that you're saying. But she's an adult, and she has to face some harsh consequences. The consequences being that if you act up like this, your child suffers. You might suffer a little bit, but your child is going to suffer a lot. That's the point I'm trying to make to her. Before she popped off, that was the point I'm trying to make for her. It is not about you anymore. It is about that little boy that you brought into this world that didn't ask to be here, but he needs stability. He needs somebody who's going to be responsible. He needs somebody who's not going to have a tantrum that's going to take them away from him, where she has to do time while he's out there swinging in the wind. That's the point I was trying to make to her before she lost.
I know that. And I know that. And that's what we try to tell her about in this life. And I tell her, a lot of stuff can be solved if you just shut your mouth. Because you don't have to say everything that comes to mind. There's stuff that I want to say that comes to mind. But I'm also old enough to know that not everything needs to be said. And that's what I was trying to say to her. I wasn't trying to get in the way of,
I get you. I get you.
That's all that I was trying to say to her.
You were trying to save her from herself, but I get it. But Mr. White knows me, and he knows how I work. When she comes back, she'll be right.
My boy drinking out his
We're
Stanley
gonna work
cup,
all
ain't
of
it?
this out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take Mr. Arnaldo's plea.
He froze?
When Mr. Mr. White comes back and
I
Ms.
was drinking
Walker,
that
then
damn
we'll
cup.
resume that one. Ms. Walker?
I sure thought it was a Stanley cup. It was a damn arm. Uh-oh.
Mr. White?
Your Honor, I believe Ms. Walker has something she wishes to say to you.
He
Ms.
probably told you you fucking it. What was that?
Ms. Walker, you will find that life will be very, very hard when you go forward the way that you're going. I know you don't think that because you feel like you know everything at this point and you need to say everything that comes out of your mouth. But I'm a whole judge and I don't get to say everything that comes into my head. I really don't. I have to censor myself so hard sometimes it's not even funny. Because there's a time and a place to say things. And sometimes when you're so busy talking, you're gonna miss that nugget of information you need to get something better for yourself. Because you think you know everything. But there are people who have already walked the path that you're walking, and they can give you a little bit of help or give you a shortcut, save you a little bit of hurt or time or energy, but you're not going to get that because you're so busy popping off at the mouth. First of all, it's rude. Second of all, you're raising a whole son. And if that's the way you're going to treat him, how to treat you, that's the way you're going to treat your mother, that's exactly how he's going to treat you. That is exactly what you're going to get back from him. Because that's what you're telling him. This is how we treat mamas. This is how we treat our mother. So you're going to raise a child who, instead of going out to conquer the world and getting better than you could ever imagine for him, he's going to be in an orange jumpsuit right about the time I'm ready to retire. Because you're the example he'll be following. You don't have a car. You need to use your mama's car. But instead of going at it with an approach that says, hey, mom, I appreciate you letting me use your car, a very, very valuable asset that if something happens to her car, she may lose her job. You could lose your job and your place to stay if you don't have a car. But instead of saying, hey, mom, thank you for letting me use your car. I'm going to need to use it again. So I put gas in it. I made sure I didn't leave any junk in it. I want to show you appreciation for letting me use something that's very important to you. But instead, you abused it the first time. And then when she says, no, you can't use it this time, then you go berserk and spend 2 days in jail, leaving your child without a mom. Which seems to be easy for you because there is no decision I would make that would ever knowingly leave my child without me. I ain't going to jail for nobody because my children aren't going to be sitting there wondering where I am. And you think, oh, well, they don't know. Kids know. I don't care how small your son is. He knows there's a disruption in his atmosphere. He knows if there's anger. He knows if there's an issue pending where you're not doing well, or his grandmother's not doing well, or he's not doing well. Because the force around him has changed. And so if you're going to be the kind of mama that raises a child who's going to go out and conquer the world instead of being beaten down by the world, then every once in a while, all of that talk, you're going to have to pull that way back. You're going to have to be a little bit humble. Trust me. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I sit in this position, but I realize that it is not a position of power for me to abuse. So if somebody steps in front of me in the grocery store, you know what I do? I move back so they can get their grocery cart in front of me. Do I challenge them? No. Because why? What do I gain from it? Got a whole lot to lose. When you realize what you have to lose by all that popping off at the mouth, when it becomes cognizant to you that by doing that, I threaten the welfare and safety of my son, I leave him without a mama. Man, these streets too wild for this stuff you trying to pull. You pulling it on your mama, but pull that out in the street. I watched somebody pull a gun and put it to a FedEx driver's head in traffic due to a traffic offense. People shooting each other for cutting them off in traffic, popping off at the mouth. You might want to regulate that because it's happening daily. So when you think, I don't want to hear all this, maybe it's something you need to hear. Maybe it's something you need to hear. Because the last thing you want is something to happen to you and your mama has to raise a child that she didn't ask to even have. I know she loves her grandbaby. That's why she's crying. Because she knows you grown, but she loves that grandbaby. But she shouldn't have to raise them because you do something stupid. I talk to way too many grandmothers who, instead of living their lives, going on cruises, hanging out with their girls, living the best life that they can live after they have worked all these years and raised their kids, now they're stuck raising grandchildren because their children didn't know how to act. And you are the very example of that. So I'm sorry you don't.
And I also think that the mother is crying because it's resonating so much with her, and it's something that she probably been trying to get off of her chest for years, and probably just never had the chance or opportunity to actually lay it down like this right here, because she was so belligerent. She wasn't giving her a chance to actually speak. The judge is handling this with so much class and giving her that auntie love, you know what I'm saying? Something that she really needs, that tough love, because it's obvious that the mother couldn't control her. And I'm not saying that the mother isn't a good mother or anything like that, but you know, some of these kids can actually develop so many different characteristics over time for the things that you did allow to happen. And you know, they can actually act out the way that she's acting out, and even worse. But to actually attack your mother is a whole nother different level of disrespect, and I'm not rocking with it at all. And yeah, I feel like she deserved a little time that she's trying to give it a little 20 days, and everything else that come with it. Now I don't know if she's gonna change anything right now, but it seems like she's pretty stiff and stern about what the hell she's saying. You know, she can actually be giving her some tough love, but you know, once you strike that, you know, initial argument or whatever, or hell, strike a nerve here, that initial nerve being struck can actually linger for a long time. You know what I'm saying? You can think that they over it, but they really not. And I think that, you know, it's a possibility that she might not get this removed. But the mother having compassion, actually knowing that her child could possibly go to jail, and speaking up and trying to negotiate with the judge a little bit, can possibly give her a little bit of leeway. But we really just don't know. I just want to say that right there, that the mother is breaking down, crying and things like that. And I really feel like it's just because it's finally being said. It's kind of like a woo-sigh, a relief type of moment. You feel me? But let's get back into the video. I just had to say that right quick.
You don't want to hear it, but I'm going to tell you, I feel like it's my job. Because I feel like I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to the mother of that child who, when you mess up, you leave him abandoned. When you mess up, you don't know who's taking care of him. When you mess up, then that baby's out there wondering where his mama is. Are we clear?
Yes.
And I really don't think you're a good candidate for probation. Because if you're going to pop off like that, to me, I don't want to put you on probation and have some poor probation officer who has way too many cases already having to deal with your attitude because you don't feel like doing what I told you to do. Probation is a privilege. It means I am keeping track of you, but I'm allowing you to be on the outside because you can still live your life. As opposed to what I really can do, which is put you in jail until I'm satisfied and then let you out and be done with the case. I don't have to worry about somebody having to monitor you. I don't have to worry about somebody having to deal with your attitude or your bad day. Because no matter what day I have, I don't bring it to work. Nobody deserves my bad day. And nobody deserves yours. Nobody did it but you. Every decision you make contributes to whether you have a good day or a bad day. But that ain't nobody else's fault. Everything that happened between you and your mother was choices you made. That's nobody else's fault, not mine or anybody else's. And I'll be doggone if I'm going to sit here and listen to you flip off at me like I'm the problem, like I'm the reason you're here. Personal responsibility. Once you start realizing that the choices you make are why you end up where you end up, then you'll make better choices so you can end up in a better place. I'm so clear on that. I see it all day, every day. I recognize it in myself. When you make better choices, you end up in a better place. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So all that popping off at the mouth at 20 years old, like you got the wisdom of somebody who has lived, you're barely there. You are barely there. You don't even know. And if you continue along this path, you don't even know what's coming at you. You're barely there. So I suggest, for the strong support that your mother is to you, I suggest that you not abuse her. Because she actually wants to have no violent or harassing contact with you instead of no contact. And you know what? No contact would hurt her heart because she loves her grandbaby. But no contact would devastate you because you're going to need her. In the next 12 months, you're going to need your mama. I know it. I can predict it. I can already tell. You're going to need her more than she needs you. She's trying to save you. But I'm thinking maybe if I did no contact, that would give her a break. She wouldn't have to worry about sending you no money. She wouldn't have to worry about no panic call. She wouldn't have to worry about you coming back to show up to leave the child with her because you got something to do and you don't have nobody to keep your baby. She wouldn't have to worry about any of that. She could go to the gym and work out. She could sleep late on Saturdays and Sundays. She could go and do things for herself. That money that she would be sending you, she could go on a cruise. She could do all of those things for herself instead of worrying about you for the next 12 months. That would be a vacation for her.
She lied.
Okay.
All right, you gonna learn. You still in that little mode of my little feelings hurt, so I gotta show everybody this ain't hurting me. But you gonna learn. All right. I still don't feel like she's a probation candidate.
Hey, I swear I ain't watched. Boy, hey, listen. I can just tell, like, she too stiff and stern no matter what the hell done happened from the beginning of the video to right now. Auntie standing on business. She ain't playing no games about this at all. And it's just crazy to me how she can sit there with this face and not apologize for it. Like, come on now, you got to understand your wrongs and hold some accountability. But everything that Auntie is saying is really, really, really something that a lot of people need to take into consideration. Listen to all of those different things that she said. The mother can be doing this and that and this and that. If you got a babysitter or somebody who can actually watch your child for you while you're living your life and things like that, man, you got to be very thankful for them because it's very hard out here and people need to be at work most of the time. And if you can actually get somebody to help you out in the midst of your own storms and battles or your hardships and things like that, man, you better be, thankful for them. Yeah, let's get back into the video though.
Really don't. And a probation candidate, does she live in Clayton County?
From my understanding, she does.
She what?
Does not, Your Honor.
Where she live?
Ms. Walker?
Yes. Yes.
Where do you live, Ms. Walker?
South Fulton.
So then I'm gonna have issues where she can't get to court because she don't have transportation and she got a baby.
I do
She gonna
have
be telling her.
transportation.
All right, then I better never hear that as an excuse. Miss Chang, whoever's the probation officer who supervises her, I better never hear that as an excuse. We're clear? Miss Walker, I will accept, because, they direct us in judge school to always give you an opportunity to apologize when you have been contemptuous in court. Instead of giving you that straight 20 days, I could give you the opportunity to apologize. You have come back and apologized. I still don't think you mean it, but I'm gonna let you have that.
Okay, well, she good.
You're gonna do this. I still don't feel like you're a probation candidate, but I'm gonna try it. And only for your mama interceding on your behalf. If it wasn't for your mama, you'd be going back to jail. But yeah, I'm gonna try it. But the first mess up, all of this is gonna come back. The first mess up, first probation revocation, first time you come back before me, all of this is gonna come back to my mind. It is. So I'm going to accept your plea of guilty to counts 1 and 5. I'll send you to 12 months to serve 2 days. Balance, credit for time served. Balance will be probated for you to pay a fine in the amount of $300. That's going to be $444 with the surcharges. So that's the total. You're to take a family violence intervention program course. That's 24 sessions. And you have to attend all 24 sessions. If you miss more than 3, they'll make you start the class all over again. And you have to be able to finish all 24 sessions within the 12 months. You'll do 40 hours of community service. You'll have no violent or harassing contact with Ms. Dominique Trimble, and the only reason that's there is because she loved her grandbaby, and that's my gift to her for putting up with your foolishness. Counts 2, 3, and 4 will merge with count 1. Count 5 will be 12 months probation to run concurrent with count 1. And no violations of the laws of the state of Georgia. I'm gonna pray for you, Ms. Trimble, that you don't have to end up raising your grandson and that things work out better.
Thank you.
That's the end of that video, and it really wasn't much for me to say because she said everything that was needed to be said. You know, I really feel like that she should have gave her that apology. Like I just said before, this even came up that, you know, she's not even trying to give the apology. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that I would have been doing immediately, just being apologetic because I was in the wrong. You feel me? And to actually do certain things to your mother really speaks a lot about your character. You know, now I can understand your mama and them being a certain way and it make you snap or something like that over time, but I don't feel like that this was the case. The mother started crying and shit like that. It let me know that she does have compassion and she really wants the best for her child, you know, because a lot of people wouldn't have been crying about none of this right here, you feel me? They would have been like, hell yeah, go ahead and send them on to jail so they can learn their lessons and stuff like that. But, you know, ultimately, man, it takes a lot of us to go ahead and bump our heads to learn certain things, and that's the prime example that's going on right here. You know, jail can change anybody's life, and if it doesn't, you know, it really ain't too much that will, because a lot of people that go into jail, man, they really get rehabilitated unless they really just don't want nothing better for themselves, you feel me? But, you know, having a child should make you want to change everything about everything, you know, because it definitely did with me, and I thought that I wasn't going to change for nothing. As soon as I had a child, it's just something that kicked in instantly that made me want to just go ahead and just be the best version of myself in every way, shape, form, or fashion, especially just having somebody looking up to me really makes me want to just do nothing but the best and go that extra mile in every aspect of my life. But other than that, that's all I really got to say about the situation. I want to know your thoughts and opinions on this. I hope that she can actually learn from her mistakes and actually hold herself accountable for the things that she has done and actually can, you know, give her mother the life that she deserves, you know. And what I mean by that is go out there and be the person that she wants you to be, capitalize on that, and take care of for the rest of your life if that's what you want to do, you know. I just feel like that's what we should do. If we had people that was in our life that was there for us in every way, even if they wouldn't, I feel like that, you know, us being a bigger person in every situation should be something that we work on. And, you know, if people did do what they needed to do, or if they are helping you and stuff like that, yeah, you should go ahead and just, you know, try to look out for them in the future. But other than that, that's all I really got to say about this whole situation. Y'all like, comment, subscribe if you're rocking with me. If you like this type of content, let me know. It's going to be on my crime channel and stuff like this. So yeah, just tap me and let me know. But other than that, that's all I got to say. Y'all like, comment, subscribe if you made it to the end. And you know, comment and like and all of the other type of stuff. I really do appreciate y'all. But other than that, I will holler at y'all later. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I wish nothing but the best for all of y'all that's out there supporting me. All right.